guys, welcome. It's Tuesday. It's actually Hunger Games week, but I'm too busy for Hunger Games. I've been sick all weekend, and oh god, hot mess. Anyways, I've been really busy, and I have no time for Hunger Games. I feel like Hunger Games is sort of going to be the next Harry Potter. Nothing against Hunger Games. It's probably a good book. If I actually read it, I would know. But I feel like I'd be portraying Harry Potter in a sense that I grew up on Harry Potter. Harry Potter was my fandom. Ravenclaw. I love Harry Potter. And I have other fandoms that I'm part of, but it's mostly like TV shows. Like, I'm getting into the Glee fandom, and then I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, not the freaking movie about blue people, because that movie sucked ass. It was all visual effects. That's what they relied on. There was a storyline in it, and it was a storyline that was used 6,000 million times. There's probably Planet of the Apes. How many movies of those? How many of them are there? And they made a movie with blue people instead of apes. But Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh my God, Korra is coming out in like a month, in like 2 weeks. Holy shit. I'm afraid that I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna like absolutely find a reason to hate it. Like, I'm gonna read it and I'm actually gonna hate it. It's not even gonna be like, oh, it's just not my thing. I'm so scared that I'm just gonna read it and I'm gonna be like, this sucks, like balls, and I can list all the literary reasons why this book sucks. I'm gonna get outcasted by the fandom. Have you ever seen a person that says, I hate Harry Potter? No, you haven't, because they don't exist, one. And two, you hear someone say it, they disappear. The only reason Twilight fans exist is because they made a movie, so they kind of banded together, so we're going through a war right now. We're working on eradicating them, don't worry. We're working on it. I'm going to end up being that person that's like, I hate Hunger Games. And then I'm going to have to be like, whoa, excuse me, I didn't realize that, I couldn't hate something, and then I feel like, wow, that's how those Twilight people feel. Oh, wait. Twilight is terrible in any way, shape, or form. There is no plot depth to it. That woman should never be allowed to write another book again. Those movies should be burned to the masses, and there should be an apocalypse of Twilight characters. Robert Pattinson, you betrayed Harry Potter. I don't care if it was for money. How dare you make that movie? Kristen Stewart, I loved you in Into the Wild. You were a wonderful indie girl from some random trailer park reservation sort of thing of nomads. You were wonderful. You were great in other movies. Why'd you all, even Taylor Lautner, I loved you in Sharkboy Lava Girl. Why did you subjugate yourselves to that shit? I feel like I am really nervous to read Hunger Games. I think I will, just so that I can be like Kev said, yeah, I read Hunger Games. Right now I'm reading This Side of Paradise by Scott Fitzgerald, and that's what I've been doing. Had a really fun time yesterday. My high school GSA, I'm still in high school if you haven't figured that out yet, but our GSA just hosted the Western New York conference at our school. It went off without a hitch. Me and my friend did the welcoming address. I wish I had video for you, but it was wonderful. There were so many people. I got a phone number, so dickwads. I made them boys' jaws drop. Last weekend I actually went up to the college of my choice, which actually you can read this because this isn't backwards like the one video I did. I'm going to SUNY ESF, and because I'm a nerd, I did this in chemistry simples. I'm the only non-artist on this channel. I just realized that. I'm the only non-art related major. Represent for the sciences. What? Also been too busy for Hunger Games because I've been obsessing. I go through these awkward phases of obsession where I just I start listening to something because I'm bored. Like, it's usually music. I'll be doing homework and I'll start listening to it, and then I'll just keep on listening to it because I'll find, oh my God, that song is great, and I'll keep listening to it, and then I'll start looking at pictures, and then I'll start finding the Tumblr blogs, and then it just spirals way out of control. And the latest obsession that I've had, because it went from Pierce the Veil to Glee, and now it's moving all the way to drugs. No, I don't do drugs. Unless you're bi. Just kidding. I don't do drugs. Drugs is DRUGS. It's a band. It's an acronym. I think that's the right word. It represents. The band's name is Destroy, Rebuild, Until God Shows. Craig Owens is the lead singer of it, and he was in Chiodos, and I loved him in Chiodos, and now I'm obsessed with mostly Craig Owens, but with his band Drugs, and that was one of my favorite songs in the world, and I am obsessed, because I am an obsessed drama queen who is not black in any way, shape, or form. I am your basic sassy white bitch. What has my life come to? My video got really off topic this week. I have a question for the other guys on the channel. So what are your obsessions? What have your obsessions been in the past week, month, whatever you want to do? What have you been obsessed with? With that, I'm getting back to my obsession. Here's a picture of Craig Owens to keep you busy. So, see you next Tuesday.